Hi and welcome to Reseller News. My name is Rjpasini. Today is May 16th, 2018, and I want to go over the topics really quick. I'm hoping to make this really a short one. I always say that, folks, but it never seems to work out that way for me. But before I do get started into the topics I want to talk about, I just want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. I really do appreciate you subscribing to my channel. While you're subscribing to my channel, it gives me more of incentive, and it does help and support this channel and to help me provide good, clean content that may be of use to you. The information I provide, I hope, will be helpful to you. What I want to talk about is just two things in regards to the Sun had posted, the Sun magazine, I believe, or Sun newspaper, had posted that eBay sellers their house addresses are becoming available through an app, a navigational app, I guess they call it. I got the clipping up there, I got the website up there, and that's for you guys to check it out for yourselves. And I also want to talk about feedbacks. I talked about this in the past and how I deal with it in regards to buyers that they make purchases. They don't leave any feedbacks, which they don't have to. They don't have to leave feedbacks. I guess it's like that'll say no news is good news, right? But anyway, let's jump right into it. I want to keep this short and sweet as much as possible. Talk a little about about the feedbacks, how I handle it, and then we'll close this video out. So let's move out of this one here. Let's close this out, and let's go to this one here. Here, this is from the Sun, folks. As you can see, I believe it's from the Sun newspaper, and it's saying over here, SatNav For Thieves, warning for eBay sellers as app exposes home addresses within a few minutes, leaving them open to thieves. The app lets potential buyers zoom in to the exact postcode or where the item is for sale. Now, this had a thing here, I don't know, this is something else, and this is an advertisement, but they have a video over here. It just basically was talking a little about it, but not much. But I'm just going to read a little over it, a little here, and again, the link is up here anyway. It's you can see the website. It's thesun.co.uk. All right, and it'll say you can /money, and then you type in this number here. Just copy it off my email, off this, YouTube video here, and you should be able to get the information. All right, but it says over here, auction house eBay has been accused of offering a SatNav service for thieves by revealing their precise postcode of collection-only valuables. And it shows you over here the location, right? Now, I don't know. This is in the UK, apparently, because you can see it up here on the website. It says UK. I don't know if it's affecting the US people as well, okay? However, if you do have anything like that, you may want to disable it, okay? Now, it just goes on a little over here to say, when looking at a listing on the app, potential buyers can zoom in to the exact postcode where it's being sold. The problem happens when you shop on the app versions of the auction site, and means that the location of almost any heavy and valuable item for the collection only is exposed. Initially, when you click on that listing, it will display the area where the potential buyer will need to travel in order to collect it. Now, this reminds me, folks, of when a person sells an item on Craigslist. I heard people many times saying that if you do sell an item on Craigslist, that you go to a place to meet the buyer. But for the most part, it's always in a place where it's populated. For example, if I was to meet somebody, it would be in a Walmart parking lot. If you were going to meet at a Dunkin' Donuts or a 7-Eleven or something like that, where there's always people around, that's what I was told that people would do. I don't really sell stuff on Craigslist, okay? If I do put anything up there, I would list the item would have to be mailed to them, okay? I don't like, I don't like that type of, doing a transaction like that with the person, because I don't know who's on the other end of that computer, okay? I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking Craigslist, and I know there's a lot of good buyers out there, and there are people that do use it religiously, okay? And they probably had no problems with it, but, I don't really feel comfortable with it. So for me, I like to do my sales on eBay and within eBay, the website itself. Also, in regards to how to get around this here, I'm just going to bump at this, and I'm going to go back into the, we'll just do a quick segue in here. All right, let me just bump out here. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry to confuse you. People may say, well, if you're going to sell stuff and they say for local pickup, that's the same thing. The only thing is they don't have a navigate. Well, they will use like MapQuest if you have this, you have to give them your address where to pick it up. There's ways to do this here, where if you did have stuff that was to be picked up, if you had one of those storage units, okay. Again, if you were going to do something like that, have something pick up, have something be picked up, and you have a storage unit, you could have them meet you at the storage facility and say, okay, well, if it's a big item, let's say you're selling, I don't know, a desk, a computer desk, or a file cabinet, okay, and it's for a local pickup. You don't have to have that person come to your house per se. If you have a location, a storage location, you could have them meet you over there and pick up the item at that location. Another way around it to keep your address hidden, well, in some cases they could probably still get it anyway. I'm sure if you Googled your name, it'll probably tell you everything about you. If you have a P.O. box. Now, I have a P.O. box. Many people may say, well, that's not a proven effective thing to be safe and stuff like that, because people could still navigate around that and find out where you live anyway. I'm not saying that we have to be paranoia, that we have to live in a world where, oh, I'm so scared of this and scared of that. I mean, they're all good people out there, okay? And they're all very trustworthy people, okay? For me, I have a P.O. box for the simple reason is, first, I like my mail to go there because I've had, in the past, I had my mail getting lost, okay? I never complained to the Postal Service. I'm not a person who's going to get the letter carrier in trouble, okay? It could happen anywhere. It may have happened in the Postal Service itself, where a letter got lost, and I'm thinking, oh, right away. I can't go blaming the letter carrier. So, but the reason why I like the post office of having a P.O. box, it goes from the truck to the box. It's right there. It's all in the office, okay? You know what I'm saying? It can't get lost in transit. It can happen. A relative of mine found a letter from another one of the neighbors that was laying on the floor. It happened to be a bill. But it was lucky my relative picked it up and said, oh, by the way, this here, what came to, this was found on the floor. What happened was the letter carrier was probably scrolling through the mail, probably got in between whatever other piece of the mail, and it got dropped, and he or she didn't see it, you know what I'm saying? So things happen, we are human, we do make errors in life, But the thing is, though, with a situation like that, when it comes to privacy and stuff like that, you can't be foolproof 100%. The only thing I would do in a case like this here, is if you did have a P.O. box, and I have one, and with Google AdWords, if you type in the name and you register that business with using that P.O. box, it will show that location, but it'll show it as a location but a P.O. box, you know what I'm saying? Well, a second, I don't think it'll say P.O. box if I'm not mistaken, but it'll show another location outside of where you actually live, which is a good thing. P.O. boxes, to have them, I think the U.S. Postal Service, charge, $36 every 6 months. I do it every 6 months. You could do it yearly. You could pay it up for the whole year. I like to do it every 6 months. It's good to have, okay? And if you did have to have stuff, let's say you did buy stuff off a buyer, you could have it delivered to the P.O. box. As long as it's not like a refrigerator or something like that, because, then you're going to have FedEx to it. But that's a whole different ballgame, The whole thing is to try to shield your identity or where you live. And the reason why I kind of focus on this particular thing, because I was watching a YouTube seller on, they have a YouTube channel, and the seller said they had a situation where they sent an item to a buyer, the buyer got the item, wanted to return it, and the seller said, okay, no problem, and the buyer started getting all irate. If I understand the story, wanted to come to the house, I don't know, and do what, I don't know, because the seller was being very cordial, said, I'm willing to give you the money and stuff like that, but apparently it wasn't good enough. I don't know, it kind of like was going back and forth. And the person the seller had to end up calling the police to protect them from this person. Now, I'm not saying you're going to have situations like that all the time, but you never know what could come out of it. So in regards to that article there from The Sun, you might want to check those apps out. If you feel that, if you feel like, you don't want to give that part up, like where you don't care. If it doesn't matter to you, where you say, well, I don't really care if they know where I live, that's a different story. But if you are a person that wants to, keep your identity safe, and you do have an app like that, but if here's the thing, if that's built in eBay's app, I don't know if there's a function there to disable that. I don't know. Now, according to that news, that came from The Sun. As you can see, it said The Sun. It was in the UK. Okay. If it's an incorporated thing, it's all graphed into one thing. Like if that is eBay's if that's incorporated into eBay's application software, then I would think, don't quote me on, I would think then it would hold true for the United States as well. I'm not sure though, okay? So just check with eBay that. The reason why I'm bringing this out to you is because, like I said, I just got that from a Google Alerts, and I thought I'd share that with you guys, okay? Going back again, I'll bump out of this here, go back into it, and you can check it out for yourself. I'm going to go bump out and then I'll come back again. Well, I want to just do a little segue into my own stuff as well. So let me bump out of here. We go back over here, and you can check it out again, folks. It's right up here. It's the Sun. It's the sun.co.uk. This came from the United Kingdom, okay? Again, I don't know if it's going to affect everybody in the U.S., but I would think if it's eBay's application, I would think it would. This came out the 15th, okay? It says came out and so it was updated May 15th at 5:54 p.m. So this was yesterday's news, okay? So just keep that in mind. Now, the other thing I want to talk about really quick, for those who are new, if you're not new to my channel, if you are, whatever, you can check me out over here. It's Shop Rjpasini for great deals on eBay. All right, just a quick little segue in. I just posted another one up today. It's called the credit card debt. If you want to check it out, it's about an hour and 30 minutes long. I know it's a long video, but I have some pretty decent information there if you guys want to check that out as well. Also, while I'm here, if you guys want to join my eBay top rated group, the top rated sellers group, it's up to 732 members. I've been getting members pretty much every day now, it seems like. It's been growing pretty quick considering. There are a lot of fine people on here that can help you out. They can ask questions, and you're more than welcome to join. Please keep in mind, folks, this is for eBay, Amazon, Etsy. It's an e-commerce site, not a dating site. The reason why I had to bring that into play is because I've been getting people coming on here at times thinking this is some kind of a dating site. I don't know how could you not understand it? I mean, it says eBay top rated sellers group, but I do have people coming on here trying to sign up, and they want to be approved to join this group. But then when you look at all their information, all their potentials there, you say, what are these people bringing to the group, right? And you look, and then you find out they're not here to join eBay group. They're here to, I think they think this is a dating site group, and it's not. It's not a dating site group, and I hope people don't get the wrong impression like that, okay? This is for e-commerce. If you're an Amazon seller, Etsy seller, Mercari seller, you're more than welcome to join, okay? E-commerce is e-commerce. It's all online selling, and everybody and whatever platform you're selling on, you're more than welcome to join. So please, and don't hesitate to join. It's here, just check it out. And the other one I also want to say too, we also have a Twitter group, okay? This is the one over here. It's goes under, well, let's go first here. You can get to this group by just typing shop Rjpasini.com at Rjpasini1958. You can see here the followers. This goes up, and this was up at one time 2,000, believe it or not. A lot of people are saying, oh my God, but 2,000 went down. What happened? I don't always tweet on this, folks, to be honest with you. So I haven't really been tweeting a lot on here. I like to put information that I think is going to be viable. Sometimes I do put up the stuff I have for sale. I'm not going to lie about that. You will see that sometimes. You're going to see me posting videos like the one with the credit card. I probably will be putting that up here, posting it to Twitter. And certain things I post on Pinterest as well. Okay, so keep that in mind. And also, last but not least, if you are new, again, to eBay, I go over here, shop-rjpasini-for-great-deals. Okay. I am top rated, even though this doesn't show it. You can see it's right here. I don't know why it does that there, but it always shows it like that. I am top rated plus, rated plus. The reason why I'm bringing it over here, folks, is just in case you guys are interested in checking out to see what I have. A lot of these items, I would say basically all of them outside of the Sony e-reader, this one right here, does not have best offers on it. And as you can see here, this is one that does not have a best offer. The reason why I don't have a best offer is because I want to get, this is what I paid for it, and this is what I'm hoping to get for it. So that's why I didn't put any best offers. That's the price I'm looking for. This unit does work, but you need to have it. It's got to be powered on with an AC adapter. I don't know what's going on with it. It was brand new. Well, it was bought brand new. It was sealed. I sent it out to a buyer. The buyer said he couldn't get it to work. They sent it back to me. I played around with it, checked it out, and I found out the conclusion I came to is that it will only work by the AC adapters plugged into it. I know it's crazy because you say, Well, what good is that? I don't want to walk around with a wire all the time, have it plugged in. I want it to be mobile, I understand that. And if people want to buy it for other reasons, I don't want to sell it for parts, but it does work. It is functional. But again, you need the AC power adapter to make it work. What I also want to talk about, now I'm going to bump out of here really quick, because like I said again, if I'm talking fast, I'm trying to keep this short, because like I said, I know my videos go really long sometimes. In regards to buyers not leaving a feedback. Now, a lot of people say, oh, geez, we're going to hear this to whoever follows me in the past. I did a video about that, about buyers not leaving feedbacks. I don't want to make a big thing over it. It doesn't really make a difference one way or the other to some point. Some people do like having those feedbacks, though. Okay, there are people that do like them. I do like having them, to be honest with you. I think it helps out. It gives the potential eBay buyers that are on that site or on your site or the items you're selling. It gives them a little, how can you say it? Just a little acknowledgement that you do provide good service. Okay. And with that in mind, what does it take to sit there and take 2 seconds or 30 or 15 seconds to just say, thank you, the item was good, or whatever, it shipped promptly, item was well packaged, good seller, A+ seller, 5-star seller, whatever. What difference does it make? How long could it take to do that? But a lot of people don't think that there. They probably figure, well, you know what? If I hear no news is good news. In a sense, it is good, because if you are getting a response from a buyer, you might want to hope that it's a positive and not a negative or a neutral. So my take is, I've been having a lot like that. I must have left positive feedback within the last week or so for at least, I don't know, maybe 30 people or so. And I haven't gotten a response for those people. I mean, yes, is my feedback score going up little by little, but it's been 1160 now for quite some time, and I did send a lot of feedbacks. A lot of people were, purchased stuff, and I acknowledge them. But here's how I acknowledge them. And people may say, well, it's because of what I'm going to tell you is probably what you're going to say is because of what you're saying. Okay. How I get around that, folks, when buyers don't leave me a positive feedback or leave any feedback, whatever. The way I get around that, and it's not bad and not doing anything wrong, I send them, when I don't see I'm getting the feedback from them, what I do is to leave a feedback. I say in the bottom, I click off, I do check off positive, and I say, thank you for shopping with Rjpasini. Satisfaction guaranteed. So when I'm leaving them the feedback, I'm thanking them. But here's the thing. It sounds crazy, but you're using their positive feedback to basically advertise or get your name out on their feedback thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's not meant to be that directed that way, but when you think about it, the mindset, you say, that's true. I'm using the buyer's feedback, and I'm putting a little blurb out there saying, hey, so people look at the feedback. The first thing, when they look at their positive feedback, is going to say, oh, look at this. Thank you for shopping with Rjpasini. Satisfaction guaranteed. Oh, they shop with Rjpasini for great deals. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't meant to be that way, but I figure this way. If you're not going to acknowledge me, because the reason why I do it too is because I get so tired of seeing those messages pop up. You need to leave a feedback. You need to leave a feedback. You would think that we'd get back to you on that. But let me tell you something, folks. Since I have been doing that, I have no negative response from anybody. Nobody was calling, was sending me messages saying, that's very rude what you're doing. You're supposed to leave me a positive feedback. It is a positive. I'm thanking you. I'm thanking you for shopping with me. It is. I didn't leave you negative. I didn't leave you neutral. So it is a positive feedback. But the only thing people are probably saying is, yeah, but you're not saying anything about me, saying that A1 plus buyer, prompt payment and stuff like that. Yeah, but if I'm not getting a feedback from you, why are you getting upset with me? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to get across, folks. And I feel, in my personal opinion, in my heart of hearts, so to speak, I don't feel I'm doing anything wrong. To be honest with you, my feedback, not that I'm saying it's a lot, because back in 1999, I was selling on and off, right? I should be over at least have close to 2,500, between 2,500 maybe 3,000 now feedback, and you could see what the score I have. I'm not even near that. And why? Because when buyers make purchase, they don't always leave a positive feedback. So, what can I tell you? So that's my way of, getting it out there, so to speak. And I know it seems kind of callous or a little crazy in the way my mindset is, but I look at it this way. If you're a buyer and you have no intentions to leave me a positive feedback, I'll leave you one. But at the same time, yes, it's going to have my name in there, and I don't find anything wrong with that. Okay, it's no different than going to, when you go to these big stores. Let's say, well, over here where I am in New York, they used to have greeters there. Would say, "Thank you for shopping Walmart," or "Thanks for shopping, come back." You don't get greeters all the time like that. I don't know what happened. They probably did away with them. But I remember with the Walmart I go to in my town, they used to have a greeters there. Okay, and the person would say, "Thank you for shopping at Walmart. Thank you. Have a great day." Now they're not there anymore. But I'm trying to say it's the same thing. I'm a seller. You're a buyer. Thank you for shopping with me. Thank you for shopping, whatever your name is. That's how I get around it, folks. And I don't find anything wrong with it. I don't think it's bad at all. So if you have a situations like that, folks, where you're doing your best, and I try to give stellar service. When I package the things, I wrap them, I pack them, I make sure that they're going in. I do the old shake test, make sure everything's going there. Thank God, so far I had anybody come back and saying, recently. In the past, I had one with a what do you call it, outdoor light. I wrapped that thing in styrofoam and this thing, and when it got there, it got in pieces. And that was the first time that happened in a long time with something. I haven't so far, like I said, I haven't had anything like that happen. But for the most part, I offer stellar service, meaning that it's when you get an item from me, it's going to be well packaged. Once it goes out of my hands, I have no say in it. When it goes to the United States Postal Service, however they handle it, that's their thing. All I know is when I bring it to them, that item is well packaged, not broken, not damaged. Okay? So, like I said, once it's out of my hands on your premises, in their premises, however it gets handled, that's up to them. I have no say in that. But anyway, folks, that's basically it. In regards to getting back to the other thing with the navigational app that shows your location, I don't know right now. It's like I said, that was picked up from the Sun. Google Alerts sent that to me. Because I tell you, that's how I get my information from Google Alerts. I also get it from e-commerce bites. But that one came from Google Alerts. And I just want to throw it out there. Again, that's in the UK. But if this is a software, if it's been incorporated in the eBay app software, where that's what it shows you, if you can't disable it and you're concerned about it, you might want to contact eBay and say, "Listen, I read this thing off the Sun newspaper, whatever it is, like sun.com, whatever, and they're saying that your addresses, could be located. A buyer could track you down with your home address. You could contact eBay and find out if there's a way to disable it." Okay, I don't know. Again, if that's the case, I'm throwing this out there basically as a news flash. Let me know what you think. If you don't feel, if it doesn't bother you, then there's no need to do anything with the folks. I'm just throwing it out there for you. So that's all I'm doing. If you have no need for it, it doesn't bother you, that's fine. But I'm just sharing this information. And for those who do follow me, or if you don't know who I am, my name is Rjpasini. I go by Shop Rjpasini for great deals on eBay, and I do the Reseller News. And the Reseller News deals with e-commerce, and I talk about the companies I talk about will be eBay, Amazon, Etsy, basically, and sometimes PayPal will come up, or there may be other selling platforms like Bonanza or Mercari. If it comes in there, if I get Google alerts on those particular websites, I will share it with you. The whole purpose of this channel is not only for reselling, but I do other things too. I do some do-it-yourself, how-tos. I cover other topics. Like I said, I just did that one yesterday for the credit card debt. I hope you guys, if you didn't tune into it, I know it's long. It's about an hour and 30 minutes. You don't have to watch the whole thing. But if you want to pass all that up, if you don't want to hear me talking or talk about the websites, whatever, there's 2 links I put in there. This is for people who are in credit card debt and you want to learn a little how the credit card companies operate and work. You might want to check out these 2 videos while they're still available. It's on PBS. Okay, PBS is a public broadcasting service over here. I think they're in the tri-state area. However, the links are there that you could still watch those videos, because I did a demo in that video I did yesterday. Just the beginning of it. Okay, we're not going to sit there and watch the whole 2 hours, because they're about an hour each. Okay, so I just played the beginnings of it, just like an intro, just to give you a little idea of what those videos are all about. Okay, you might want to check them out. If you don't want to hear me talk, I understand. If you don't want to subscribe to me after you watch that video, I understand. It might not be the content you want to hear. Like I said, I'm not doing these videos to entertain people. Even though I go under the category of entertainment, I do these videos to share what information I get. I want to share it with people, because I believe in caring and sharing. Okay, I care about the people that follow me on this channel and people I don't even know. You know, so that's why I do these videos. It's to share information, and hopefully it'll help you guys out. Okay, that's why I do it. I put my heart and soul into these things. Yesterday it took me, oh my gosh, to do that video. You know, getting the little pitches and stuff like that, to put them in at the right place. I had to watch the movie like almost twice, and not for nothing, I don't mind listening to myself talk, but you know, it's like, oh geez, enough already, you know, because what I try to do is, when I'm creating my videos, I try to get those little images and put them in there as backdrops in the back of my pitches, and man, that took a long time. Do you know, when I uploaded that video, it was late last night, it was around 12 o'clock, going on 1 o'clock in the morning, there's no way I was going to wait for that. Do you know, when I woke up this morning around 7 o'clock, I think it was, I had exported that movie, that video I did. Folks, that video, believe it or not, now I don't have a state-of-the-art computer, okay? That video, from 7:30 on to around 11:30, 12, I think, was close to 12, or maybe a little after. That's how long it took to upload that one video. Man, was that long. And there was no way, that's why if you see the date says the 15th, today's the 16th, there's no way I was going to stay up till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning doing that video. That's why I did it this morning. I said, let me finish up on it. And last night, it took me a long time just to do that part, you know, because then I have to edit it, cut some stuff out, put some stuff in, add things to it. Oh, what a nightmare. But it's a nightmare for me, but I hope it serves as a purpose for you guys out there. And if you have a chance, check it out. I talk a little about myself in the video, you know, about how I got into my situation. I was in that same situation with credit card debt. Not because of my own doings, it's because I had, like I said, 2 company layoffs and 1 company went bankrupt. And you know, when you lose a job, that puts a big spin on things. And it's not all the time, it's not always for the better part, you know what I'm saying? So if you get a chance, check it out. You know, if you do check it out and you do get anything from it, please subscribe. I'd love to have you subscribe to my videos. And even this video here, if this helped, please subscribe. Get it, you know, if you get anything out of it, give it a thumbs up. I'll drop the links below to the services I offer. Or, you know, if you want to see the stuff I offer on eBay, you know, I have all the within those links. I have the story, you know, the software I use to create my website, the hosting company I use, then I have Pinterest, Instagram. If you want to sign up to join the Facebook groups or Twitter or whatever, check it out though if you get the chance. This is Rjpasini signing off. I don't think I'll be doing any more videos for today. Hopefully tomorrow we'll see what happens. If there is any breaking news, I will do a news flash and hopefully keep it short and sweet. Thanks again for stopping by. Don't forget, subscribe to this channel, give it a thumbs up. Until next time, Rjpasini signing off. Have a great day, guys. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.